Hello, welcome to chapter 28, part 2, Bootstrap Collapse Plugin, the collapse function, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. In this session, we're going to learn how to make use of the Bootstrap Collapse Plugin using the collapse function. So let me jump to next slide. And in the last session, we discussed what is Bootstrap Collapse Plugin. And here also, let me tell you again, Bootstrap Collapse Plugin, it is used to show or hide another element on the web page. Okay, and as of now in this session we will be discussing how to expand and collapse the image gallery manually using the collapse function, and this is what our task today. Okay, and you can observe the image present here. This is the blueprint of this session, what we are going to achieve. Okay, and in the last session we worked on collapsing the image gallery and expanding the image gallery. Let me show that, and this is what we achieved in the last session. When I click on this button, the image gallery is collapsing, and again when I click on this button, the image gallery is appearing. And this is what we achieved in the last session. To achieve this functionality, we made use of these data dash attributes present here, and these are the things which are directly necessary to achieve that collapsing and expanding functionality of image gallery. But as of now in this session we will be not using these data dash attributes. Okay, instead of these data dash attributes, we are going to use this collapse function, which is provided by the Bootstrap Collapse plugin directly. So what I'll do right now is, let me erase all these things, data dash attributes present here. From here to here, let me delete it. Okay, and now let me jump back to presentation. And as I said earlier, this image represents the blueprint of this session. So we have to achieve this. Okay, first let me tell you we are having here three buttons, that is toggle image gallery, hide image gallery, and show image gallery. But as of now we are having only one button. So what I'll do is, let me go and create that three buttons. So what I have to do is, I have to copy this and I have to paste it 2 times to get the other 2 buttons. And let me change the name. This is toggle itself, and let me change the second one. This is hide image gallery, and this one is show image gallery. Control S, and let me add ID to each of the button. Okay, ID is toggle button, and let me copy again and let me paste just to save the time. I'm doing it. Toggle button, and this is hide button, and this is show button. Control S, and what is our objective is, we have 3 buttons here. Okay, respectively you can observe when I refresh this page, we are having 3 buttons. Now when I click on this toggle image gallery, the collapsible element should collapse, and again when I click on this, that image gallery should appear back. Okay, again when I click on this image gallery, hide image gallery, the image gallery should get hidden. Okay, and again when I click on the show image gallery, the image gallery should appear. So how to get that type of functionality, and that type of functionality can be achieved using this collapse function. So now let me show you what are the values taken by this collapse function. So let me jump to next slide. So here you can observe parameter values that can be passed to the collapse function. This is the collapse function, and these are the 3 values which it takes. Okay, the first value is toggle. It is used to toggle a collapsible element, and that's what we achieved in the earlier session, and we'll see now also how to achieve it using the collapse function. And we have not seen these things, hide and show. Collapse, if you give the value as hide, it is used to hide a collapsible element. Similarly, show, it is used to show a collapsible element. Now without wasting much time, let me make use of this collapse function and these values present here, and let me provide you a functionality code. So what I'll do is, my objective right now here is, when I click on this button, okay, the image gallery has to toggle, in the sense it has to hide as well as it has to reappear. So how do I do that? It's very simple. So first what I have to do is, I have to identify this button. Okay, after identifying this button, I have to attach a event to it. In the sense, I have to attach a click event. In the sense, when I click on this, the image gallery should collapse as well as reappear. So what I have to do is, to this button, okay, I have to attach a click event such that on clicking, the image gallery appears as well as disappears. So what I need to do is, first I need to write a few lines of JavaScript code. So what I'll do, I'll scroll to the bottom of my body tag. Okay, here at the end of this do, I'll create a script tag because I need to write my JavaScript code. So then let me specify the type. Type is text bar JavaScript and let me start writing my jQuery code here. First what I have to check is, first I have to tell like when my document is ready, in the sense when the web page is loaded. Okay, when the web page is loaded, what this jQuery has to do is it has to identify this button. Which button? This toggle button. How it can be identified? Because we have three buttons here. How to identify this toggle button? This toggle button can be identified using this ID. ID is toggle button. So let me go and make help of the use of that ID. So let me tell like document.id, call this function. Okay, what this function does is, this function, okay, now what I have to do, I have to end with the semicolon. Now what I have to do is, once my web page is loaded, I have to identify this toggle image gallery button. How can I identify it? I can identify with this ID. So what I'm trying to do right now is, once my web page is loaded, I'll identify that button by its ID. The ID is toggle button. Okay, once I've identified that button, my next objective is I have to click on that. So I'll call the click function. Okay, now in the click event, I have to attach one function telling like, okay, once you click the button, okay, let me go back. Okay, now what I've done is I've identified this button. Now once I click on this button, this image gallery should collapse. So what I'll do now, I'll write a function inside that click event, okay, telling like, okay, identify the image gallery and make it collapse. How can I identify that image gallery? It's very simple. To that image gallery, what we have done is we have assigned a ID. This is the image gallery ID. So let me make use of this ID present here and let me make it collapse. So shift image gallery, then I have to call the collapse function. You can observe here, and to this right now, this is a toggle button. So let me pass toggle. As we discussed earlier, the collapse function will take three values: toggle, hide and show. Right now I have made use of this toggle. Control S, and now let me explain this piece of code. This piece of code tells you like, once the web page is loaded, this page is loaded, okay, our objective is we have to identify this toggle button. Okay, we have to identify this toggle button, and I am identifying this toggle button using this ID, and to this toggle button I am attaching an event. The event name is click. Okay, once the user clicks, what should happen is it has to collapse the image gallery. So how do I identify the image gallery? By this ID. Okay, and then I'm using collapse toggle. When I do Control S and when I go back and when I refresh this page, you can observe when I click on this toggle, the image is getting toggled and it's reappearing again. Okay, this is how we achieved the toggling using the collapse function. Similarly, we have something called ID image gallery, and let me go and do that. What I have to do, I'll tell you like, we have to identify this button ID. To this button, we have to attach a click event. In that click event, we have to tell like, we have to hide this image gallery. So let me go and do that. What I'll do is I'll copy this, the exact thing. Okay, Control C, Control V. Instead of toggle button, what I need to take is, currently we are attaching the event to this button, this hide button. So the ID is hide button, and the so let me attach its ID button, and I have to change only the value here. The value here is hide. Okay, Control S. Let me go back. Let me refresh. Okay, now this is toggle is working. Now when I click on this ID image gallery, the image gallery should get hidden. You can observe here it's working. Similarly, we have to do it for show image gallery. What I'll do, I'll go back and I'll copy this. Okay, now let me check the ID of a show button. Show gallery button ID is show button itself. So let me go and rename it with the show. Okay, and here I have to change the value for the collapse function, that is show itself. Control S. Let me go back. Let me refresh. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll click on the ID image gallery. Now I have to check the functionality of show image gallery button. Now when I click on that, and that's also working fine. Okay, in this session what we learned is, we learned like how to make use of the collapse, okay, collapse plugin using the collapse function, and that's what we achieved right now. Okay, and we are left with few other things. Okay, you can observe here, Bootstrap Collapse Plugin. What are the events raised by the Collapse plugin? Okay, now we are going to learn like the events raised by the Collapse plugin. In the sense, now let me explain you very clearly. Now let me refresh. Okay, this is my toggle image gallery. Okay, now when I click on this, okay, we should get a pop-up message telling like image gallery is ready to expand. Okay, and after that, once it is expanded, we have to get another pop-up message telling like image gallery is expanded. So how do I do that? And that can be achieved using these events. Okay, that is show.bs.collapse and again shown.bs.collapse. This show.bs.collapse event, what it does is, it is executed immediately when the show method is called. Okay, and this one is executed immediately when the collapse element has been made visible to the user, and these two things are for hide. Okay, when you are hiding the image gallery, these two events should be called. So let me show you in my Visual Studio. Let me jump back and let me code for these events. What I'll do right now is, okay, Control S, dollar hash image gallery dot, we have one method called on. In this on, we have to pass that events. Okay, the event is something like show dot bs dot collapse. This is the event. Okay, to this event we have to attach a function. What is that function? Function is something like, it will tell you when this event is happening, it will give you a pop-up message, alert message telling like, okay, image gallery is about or is ready to expand. Is ready to expand. Control S. Okay, Control 5. Similarly, let me copy this and let me write a event to shown. Okay, image gallery expanded. Okay, now let us see when these alert messages are going to come. Now let me go back and let me refresh. Okay, now you can observe when I click on this, okay, this image gallery. Okay, let me go back and let me refresh this. Let me save it first. Okay, dollar dot image gallery dot on, fine, collapse. Let me check out the spellings properly such that, okay, show.bs.collapse, collapse, fine. Oh, it's comma here, sorry for that. It's dot. Control S. Let me go back and let me refresh. When I click on this button, okay, you can observe image gallery is ready to expand. Okay, what it is telling us, when I click on the button, it's giving me a pop-up message telling like image gallery is ready to appear. So now when I click on that, image gallery will appear again. And finally, once the image gallery has come, again we'll get a pop-up message telling like image gallery expanded. How we got these messages? We got these messages because of these events. This is like show.bs.collapse. It tells like the work is about to start, and shown.bs.collapse tells you like work has already been finished. Okay, work in the sense image gallery is ready to expand and image gallery expanded. So let me show it for the rest of the two, that is hide.bs.collapse and hidden.bs.collapse. So let me go back, and what I'll do is I'll copy this again. This is hide, and let me tell like image gallery is ready to be hidden. Is ready to be hidden. and similarly let me copy this, let me paste it again, and this is for hidden, not for shown. We did it for shown already, and this image gallery, it tells like hidden once the work is done. Control S, let me go back and let me refresh. Okay, now you can observe when I click on this toggle image gallery, it tells like image gallery is ready to be hidden. Okay, and image gallery hidden, fine. And again when I click on the show image gallery, it's telling like image gallery is ready to expand. Okay, and finally we'll get a message once the image gallery expanded completely, telling like image gallery expanded. Now you observe very carefully, when I click on hide image gallery, it is telling like image gallery is ready to be hidden. Okay, it's giving a warning message, and when I click on that, okay, image gallery is hidden, and finally we'll get a message telling like image gallery is hidden. Okay, how did we got these messages? We got these messages because of these functions, these events, sorry, show.bs.collapse, shown.bs.collapse, hide as well as hidden. Okay, finally in this session what we learned is, we learned like how to make use of the collapse function, okay, to achieve collapse and reappearing back the image gallery, and also we saw some of the events of collapse plugin. Okay, and we also saw a beautiful demo. And finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting these URLs. You can also follow us on Twitter. For further references, refer our websites. We are on LinkedIn too. And again, last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.